What's up, everybody? Hey, it's Eric Noretto here with G1 TV. We got a tournament that's going on, and I'm checking out. Got a lot of things that are a little messed up. Trying a brand new tournament program. A guy from Colorado turned me on to digitalpool.com, and man, let me tell you guys, it's an amazing thing. Uh, it's fantastic tournament bracket system. So I'll pop it up so everybody can take a look at it when I get the chance to. Let's see. So who you see right now is the young gun Titus McWilliams taking on the owner of Jay's Garage, Jay Carwile. It's race 3 8-ball. This is a little tournament that we put on to set up for the state tournament that is coming up this coming weekend. I'm sorry. Yeah, this coming weekend. Starts on Wednesday and goes all the way till Sunday. So it's a pretty cool thing. We are not used to having our state tournament in July, but with COVID and everything like that, it kind of became a common thing. So we're just going to have to deal with it. Hopefully, our next state tournament takes us back to, um, March is when it normally was. So we can't. We're pretty excited to get back there for that time. But I'm gonna go ahead and blow up this bracket so you guys can see it. This is called digitalpool.com, and it is a pretty cool looking bracket system, really. Let's see if I can minimize this enough to let the tables be visible here. I remember back in the day when I bought Engine Pool, old school Engine Pool system, and that was always a pain in the butt to deal with, but it was probably the best tournament bracket system at the time. Let's see, let's transition. Yeah, so now you guys can see that there. So that's this pretty cool deal here that we have set up, and it shows us. And the cool thing is this is Fargo acceptable. So now we're going to be able to start to build the Fargo rates of the players in the area, so they can go to tournaments and actually participate in tournaments. So it's a pretty exciting little deal that we got going on. As you see, Jim Doppler defeated Zach Evans in the early on score of 3-0. We got Jim Enninger and Brian Jason, also known as BJ, playing on the other table, and Titus and Jay just started on the first table here that we're playing. So we had the opportunity to, Jay and I had the opportunity to put together a league team, and Elijah and Titus are kind of becoming two faces around Jay's Garage, two up-and-coming little junior players, and we decided it would be cool to grab them and put them on a team and actually have them battle it out against some adults instead of the typical junior players. So we put them on an ACS team, and we just had our first couple matches Thursday night, and man, I tell you what, these kids they shot outstanding. I can't remember off the top of my head now. I will say Elijah. I think Elijah only won one game, but Elijah didn't get to shoot quite a lot of the time, and his scores weren't awful. I think one game he got beat 10-1, but he broke and made a ball on the break and then missed, and then the other guy ran out. So then all the other ones, I mean, he's scoring points, and Titus. I think Titus won 6 out of his 8 games. He's like in an 8.78 right now in the ACS, so he's going to round up to a 9. So right now we have a 13-year-old kid who's in the top 10% of our league. So that's that's pretty cool. But I mean, you know, we'll have to see what happens with that. Everybody has their good days and their bad days. We'll have to see where they average out at. But getting them involved with adults is probably the best thing that we can do for them. I mean, you know, junior leagues they do a lot of things. Junior leagues are really educational, but when you get into an adult league, now it's kind of forget the education. Now it's time to play some pool and see what you got. So, and these kids need that to thrive. They need that idea of where am I at? I can get all this training from someone, but if I don't start playing people who aren't getting that same training, I'm never going to really get anywhere.
Good experience.
Yeah, you got to be able to walk up to somebody that already knows something, that will just put it to you and make you ask questions and things like that. So,
experience.
see, I don't know what Jay's doing. Trying to bank the 12 ball? Yeah, that's a hard bank. that a lot of guys, I'm okay with talking about it now. I got not a lot of guys, but I got a few guys in here that are working on their center to edge aiming programs, and that's the aiming system that Stan Shuffit's come out with just a couple months ago. That I've got a couple players using it, but I've used it for the better part of 6 years, and it has changed my pool career. You know, the big thing about center to edge is, you know, I'll just tell it to you like this: how many times have you gotten down to shoot a ball and asked yourself why you missed the ball? Center to edge answers that question for you. So once you figure out, you know, there's a little bit of math involved about angles, but it's nothing crazy stupid. But what it teaches you at the end of the day is it gives you perceptions to make balls. And if you miss a ball, you can take into consideration a process of elimination, determine what perception you should have used to help you create the angle to make the ball. So it's really just being able to walk up to a ball and saying, oh, hey, if I use this type of perception, this ball is supposed to go in the hole. And then you shoot it. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what, Stan Shuffit, he figured it out because, like I said, I've used it for 6 years, and in my opinion, I'm quite the ball maker. You know, I'm not afraid to shoot pretty much anything and come out on the right side of a situation. So if without Stan's information, never really know where I would be. But I went and got certified to teach center to edge, and I've got my own utensils that I made for the program. So if you're interested in learning center to edge, I do have a rate. It is expensive, but you get 6 to 8 hours with me, and by the time you walk out the door, you'll understand it. And as long as you work on it, the cool part about the system is you don't forget it. If you work on it, you're able to not play pool for a month and walk in the door and be just as strong as you were before. Because it takes away all the nerves. It takes away all the guessing of, oh man, I don't know if this ball's going to go in. Now it becomes, you know what, this ball is going to go in because I'm no dummy and I figured it out. So it's a pretty stellar program. So the cost for me to work on that with you, if you want the entire program, is $300. That's 6 to 8 hours with me. And we'll go over everything that you need to know about the program. But if you're someone who studied it on your own and you just have questions, my ongoing rate's $30 an hour, and we can just hook up and I can ask whatever questions you have and set up shots, and we can go from there. So, I'm going to finish doing what I was doing here. I don't even know if anybody's chatting with me on Facebook because I don't have it open. So I'm going to open it up. Oh, hey, okay. That was easier to do than I thought. Let's see, refresh this. We'll see if it pops up. Yep, it did. Open, says me. Or don't. Or just pretend that you did. There we go. Let's see here. So how do
is that bracket viewable?
I don't know.
Can you share a link?
I don't know. It's pretty new to me, so I'm not sure what I can do with it, honestly. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can pull. Whoa, that's weird.
Huh. Interesting.
So I'll put this. This. All right.
That's YouTube then? If somebody
Yep.
comments on YouTube?
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Now the question that was asked to me is the bracket viewable? That is a great question.
Public page? That's
Nope.
probably,
That just opens it to view it publicly.
well, that's what we would want, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, but I'm looking for like a link to share it. Uh-oh. Now what just happened? I want to go back to where the tables were viewable. Uh-oh. I just clicked a bad button.
Oh, no.
Good thing you screenshotted.
No, I got the bracket right here.
Oh.
but there's no,
The tables disappeared.
yeah. Download bracket PNG.
Live scores? What's that? Well, there's the tables.
I don't know. Doggone it, Eric. You made
Sorry,
me push
dude.
a button.
Sorry, dude. I hate when that happens.
There's gotta be a way to get that back.
What's paused?
No idea.
Okay.
So let's go to my dashboard.
There
Ah,
it is.
there they are. Got it.
Frank.
All right. So now back to the action. Sorry about that. All right. So what did I miss? Is there a game won or a game lost yet?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think this is still the first game. Titus looks like he's playing a little on the tight side today. I've seen him miss quite a couple balls. This is the big part about pool. Are you going to play good or are you not? So Jay looks to be executing the first rack, going from the 15 to the 11. Probably going to shoot the 8 in the same pocket as the 11, I would think. But I could be very wrong in that. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It won't. I don't know why I can't. Jay just missed the 15 on the side. So it looks like he's not taking Titus as serious as he should be. Let's see here. What if I pull this up like that? Titus looks like he's just getting down and shooting the ball.
Yep.
Oh, I see. It looks like the message was deleted. Yes. So I might be able to see it. If I don't get back to you on Facebook, guys, that's because for some reason I can't fully see what's going on. So I don't know why. But Jay here's kind of in a situation. He missed the 15 in the side. And it's very un-Jay-like to miss a ball like that. He looks like he tried to draw a stroke to no avail. I was talking to Jay about that stroke last night. He tries to force everything. There's no snap.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just pushed that ball and the ball went absolutely nowhere. Tommy, I've got no idea what you're talking about. And by the way, too, dude, if you can hear me, make sure they can't hear me, because if you've got that on out there and they hear me say something, I'm not going to be too incredibly happy with that. So just make sure that volume's down for me so I don't accidentally coach them or anything like that. So Jay's in a tight spot here. That's I I think the only thing you can really do here is just kind of skim the 15 and try to leave the cue ball locked between the rail and the 15. It's a pretty hard shot. You got to hit it real soft. Yeah. I mean, this is the worst case scenario that he sees the ball. Like, you just had to hit it even softer than that. You just had to barely touch the 15. Super hard shot. Just hoping Titus
Extremely
doesn't.
hard.
Yeah, just hoping Titus doesn't get out here. Titus takes one practice stroke and goes. Puts the ball in the hole. Titus, in my opinion, here is choosing the wrong ball. Got to shoot the 5 ball next. Looks like he's trying to draw it. Oh, my word.
shot.
Look at that boy
Nice
stroke
shot.
that ball. That's a good shot. But he still shot the wrong ball. He could have done that exact same stroke and gotten on back pretty good on the 1.
Yeah.
So now he's going to have to come across the table a couple rails. Let's see if he can execute this shot pretty well. He is. Just tell you what, man, this kid's becoming such a strong ball maker. I almost don't want to show him centered edge.
Oh, dude.
I'm going to, but I
Dude.
almost don't want to.
Dude.
But I mean, you know, if you take a little on the downside now, then
Oh,
you'll.
now's the time.
Yeah, now's the time
I
because
mean,
they're young.
As he's up and coming the way he is, making balls.
Yeah. Takes his time. He's developing a stroke fairly well.
Mm-hmm.
But that last one there, though, he's got to understand the pressure of the final ball. You got to accept the pressure of the final ball. And once you do that, not near as much pressure on you, you're going to make that 8 ball more times than not. So let's see if Jay can shoot this and come out 2 rails to get straight in on the 8. I don't think he's going to baby it. That would give him a pretty poor angle. He doesn't like the shot here. I'm going to start talking in some gibberish. This is a 30 inside shot. Yeah, Jay made it. He's going to scratch.
No.
Yeah, he didn't put any high on it.
No.
I would have put some high on it just to bring it down towards the bottom diamond just below the side pocket there. Which is going to give Titus a chance to, looks like, go up 1-0. He's a lefty.
Oh, that's a tough shot.
He's a lefty. He left himself really long. But he still made it.
Nailed it. Good job, Titus.
Oh, hey. That wasn't creepy. Okay. Not in the slightest. Oh, man, I got to get Todd Seafield's stuff up here. He donated some money. Time to give some shout-outs in the process as Titus is racking up here. We got to thank Baxter's Locksmith and Security Solutions. They're the reasons why you see what you see. They're the one-stop security shop right here in Pontiac, Illinois that does everything from video surveillance to changing your safe combinations. If you need anything locksmith or security ideas, go ahead and give Caleb Baxter a call. 24-hour service, 815-822-5653. And then I wanted to make sure that we got back here to watch Titus break. But at the same time, too, we also want to thank Marshall Loney, the official pizza sponsor of Jay's Garage. Ken Close is the owner. Give him a call at 815-844-5522 and order your pizza. And mention us. He might be nice to you. So, here we go. Titus breaks. 15 ball on the sides down. A lot of cluster in the middle. So one of the big things that I was working with these kids the other day during league on is introducing 8-ball. Their juniors league is a lot of 9-ball. So the problem with that is they're used to picking selections relevant to 1 ball at a time, going from the 1 to the 2 and the 2 to the 3. They're not really used to looking at patterns, and with patterns, as any 8-ball player knows, comes the unfortunate event of I can't get out, I have to play safe. And with that being said, I've been working with these kids on the idea of the chess game, of deciding when you can't get out. Now it's time to play safe and lock up. What was the score?
3-1.
3-1. Cool. Thank you. So we will hop over to the bracket really quick, or maybe not. Let's go ahead and go back to Jay's camera because I have to do something else, so I can't necessarily show you the bracket right now. BJ won his match 3-1, which is going to put myself and Tommy Kruger up next. So let's do that. Tommy's going to get a text, and I'm going to get a text. And then as far as this goes, sorry guys, I'm going to have to go because it's my turn to play. But I'll be back in here after the match is over, and we'll be able to talk some more pools. So let's see if we can. Let's see if I can show you both cameras today and see how well this turned out. This didn't turn out too bad. All right, so let's do. I'm just going to show you the names here. We'll just do this. No, it's okay. Yep, not worried about it at all. So thanks everybody, and as always, we appreciate you joining us. And I'm going to go ahead and mute this so we don't get any music in here and get kicked off of Facebook for anything like that, and then we will go from there, okay? So I will talk with you soon. All right, guys. So if you were watching, like I was talking about earlier, if some of you are still here, that's if you just watched mine and Tommy's match, I just beat Tommy 3-0, and I didn't miss a ball in 3 racks. So that's if I can really show you or talk to you about this center to edge, if you want to learn it, get a hold of me, because I'm telling you, it will turn anybody into an absolute animal as long as you tend to understand it. So anyway, we're gonna call another match here. Next match up on the second table here is Eric Evans and Cody Corrigan, and they are shooting a race to 3 as well. So we'll have to get in here and change that up. Let's see what we've got. Eric Evans and Cody Corrigan. Awesome. So let's see. I don't know what the score of Jays and I don't know what the score of Jays and Titus's match is. What's the score? Yeah, score's 2-1. Jay looks like he's up 2-1 in his match with Titus. So we'll jump back to the action here. So appreciate everybody stopping by today. Looks like we got a little viewership, but not too much. I mean, I tell you, I know it sucks when there's nobody in here talking. It's unbelievably boring. But like I said, I make an attempt to get in here as much as I can. But sometimes too, it gets really boring. It's really boring being in here by myself too. So we'll change. So Titus just made a super nice shot. Looks like Titus could get out of this rack here. We got him Predator shafts. We got the whole 9 yards for these kids. So it's Titus rolls a little far on the 8 ball, but I don't think it's anything that he can't handle. I got a lot of confidence in this kid when it comes to making shots. Yeah, he takes his time. Just wants to make sure he puts a little bit of high on this ball so it doesn't. Oh, look out! I don't want to stun it into the corner pocket. I think he'll put enough draw on it though. Yeah, he did. Yeah, so big thing that's going on with Titus right now. He's just kind of looks like he's just kind of one-stroking some things, and that can't happen. So Jay's going to play cleanup here. I really, really like this program. I don't have to go out and announce anything. All I got to do is start the match, and it sends text messages directly to the player's phone. So if there's any tournament directors watching right now, go to digitalpool.com, and you can sign up for free. I tried to sign up using Facebook, but it wouldn't let me. It said that it was still in the quote beta version, so it wasn't doing it. But I just signed up with my email, and I was good to go after that. So it's a pretty cool program. Jay looks like he's going to go 4-3-2, I would think. The 2 ball doesn't look like it goes from this angle. But we'll see here. It just depends on how Jay leaves it. I think I'd definitely go from the 4 to the 3. Roll up a little bit to give myself an angle to pocket the 3 in the corner, bring the cue ball off the left rail back out towards the middle to shoot the 2 ball in the same pocket. But if the 2 ball goes, he might shoot it differently. I'm not sure if the 2 goes or not. So it looks like Jay's just going to draw straight back, shoot the 3 in the corner, and draw straight back. I've learned a lot about draw in the last year and a half, but I still don't like to use it if I don't have to. I would prefer to let the roll of the ball do my work for me. Jay might have to get in a little groove here, kind of jack up a little bit and get a little weird. Yeah. I don't think Jay will miss this shot, but anytime you got to jack up to try to do something, there's a chance that the ball won't go in. Strikes it pretty well. Leaves himself some angle, so he doesn't necessarily follow it in because he's not really looking at a stop shot. He likes to kind of hit the ball a little slow, so he's just going to float the 8-ball in. Just make sure that you shoot it above center. If you catch it in the center part of the ball, it might skid on you. Shoot it high, which he did. So Jay defeats Titus. Last score of 3-1. So we'll go back to the bracket here and make that adjustment. I'm going to call Jesse and Elijah.
Good shoot.
Thank you.
I was watching.
What? I don't think I missed the ball.
No.
Yeah, I played pretty good. So I'm going to activate the text message, but Eric's not going to play yet. I'm going to call Jesse and Elijah. I'll be right back, guys. That's Frank's going call. Eric, you just received a text message, but you're not going to play yet. That's Frank's call.
Yeah, right.
All right, sorry about that. So let's see. Go back to Facebook. I'm actually going to go over to. Whoa, wowzers! What happened there? That's crazy. Why don't we make some? What is going on there? You guys seeing this? That's crazy. I don't know what's going on there. Let's make an adjustment there, shall we? Huh. Looks like my camera is out of whack on that table. Let's see if I go to both cameras what it's doing. Man, that's goofy. So we'll go ahead and I guess we'll just keep it on this and I'll just change the names here. So I'm just going to change this to Elijah because this is Titus's brother. And he is playing Jesse Brackman, local player. Looks like Jesse wins the leg. Maybe Elijah won the leg. I don't know. So let's jump to, I'll give you guys a quick look at the bracket here. So the bracket right now is set as is here. Let's see if I can pull this to where you guys can see everything. So as you can see, Jim and Brian Jason have advanced, and I wound up having to play Jay as a result of our victories, and we have Eric Evans currently playing Cody Corrigan on table number 2. It shows here that Eric Bradshaw is playing Frank Pulliam on table 1, but that is not true. We have the match that's underneath. Jesse playing Elijah on that front table there because Frank was currently gone, and that text message was his sign like, hey, it's time to get here. So just skipped him. Not a big deal. And then that will lead to... after Jesse and Elijah, Frank will be here by then and they'll play. And then whoever wins between Jesse and Elijah, I will have jump immediately down to play Fritz Turk because Fritz was the lucky guy who got the bye. So, pretty exciting stuff so far. So here we are back to the action here, and let me finish adjusting the scores here. Because the score is 0-0. Just curious, I'm going to check this other camera to see what on earth is still going on here. Very interesting. Jesse misses the 4 in the side. Huh. Very weird. But anyway, so we might be out. An actual second table in terms of a main camera, but it looks like they're both working okay on the other one. So actually, I'm gonna click this button one last time here, and then I'm gonna come down here and check one thing. Yeah, that seems to be going okay right there. So I'm not sure what the deal is with my system right now, but regardless. So here's Elijah. Looks like taking the 12 ball, hitting it somewhat soft. He was trying to leave himself from what appears to be the 10 to the side. Ball floated on him. I wish I had the stream on earlier because in the first match between Jim and Zach made a just awesome 3-ball combination that was just out of this world. But looks like Elijah's going to try to throw the 10 up in the corner pocket between the 7 and the 5. That's a pretty... Oh, no, he tried to shoot it in the side, winds up scratching. You know, like I said with his brother, too, we went into Bloomington. We put them on a team with Jay and myself to try to get them to play some adults to get, you know, a little more experience. And one of the big things between Titus and Elijah both that I'm going to work on them with is really starting to think about, you know, just where this cue ball is moving, because in 9-ball, you're trying to control the cue ball, right? Moving from the 1 to the 2. There's the sense of moving that ball. But when we're playing 8-ball and we've got a bunch of solids and stripes, it's very easy sometimes to let the cue ball get away from us because we've got so many of one type on the table. So Jesse misses the ball on the side and lets Elijah back up to the table here. The big piece is, and I would encourage Elijah to look at it. I always tell these kids, look at everything. The 9-10 looks like it's tied up, but I also see the 9-10 combination down in the bottom corner pocket, and I'm really curious if these guys see that. So I guess we'll find out. I'm looking at the 15 ball. The 15 ball and coming back out to the 11. And then I think I'm gonna shoot. I think I'm actually gonna shoot that combination last. I might shoot the 13 ball next. Maybe shoot the 9-10, then the 13, and then the 9. But Elijah's got to learn. Got to learn where that ball goes. So he's still got a chance at this combo, and maybe having him put the cue ball in this position was the only way for him to learn to see it. He's looking at it right now. I know that 9-10 goes, and I think Elijah's going to shoot it, which I encourage him to shoot. I think that's the right shot here. You don't fire at it. You don't need to fire at it. Just hit it with a little speed just to make sure that the 10 ball gets down there. Oh, yeah, it went. He's just not used to playing combos. And Elijah might be the only player in the room that's better at scratching than I am. We had that league that night. I think out of the 8 games Elijah played, he probably scratched in 6 of them. Just bad situations. But this brings Jesse back up to the table. So he's looking around with ball in hand. The big issue that I see is the 7 ball because the 4 is really blocking it. So there's a chance here that I might actually shoot the 7 in the side as the first shot, or the 7 in the corner, just to eliminate it because the rest of the balls have pockets. So he's going to go for the 5. Maybe leaving himself for the 6 on the side. He might try to draw back and shoot the 4 next. He went high, which I feel like he was actually trying to go low. Jesse's one of my students, as just about 3 weeks ago, and we have been talking, and he said that he understands he really does need a lot of stroke work. So the last couple weeks we've been really working on that stroke, and it is twice as strong as it was. But we still have a long way to go. But I tell you what, to be a good student, all you need to do, 2 things. You need to be willing to listen, and you need to be willing to put in the work. That's just what it is. Jesse's willing to put in the work, I can tell. I noticed a tremendous difference from the first lesson to the second lesson, just because I could just tell he'd been putting in the work. So as long as you're willing to put in the work and keep an open mind, I think any instructor can change your pool game for the better. It doesn't really matter how good you are. I think right now, depending, I think I could help a professional. Truthfully, I mean, it's just a second set of eyes. Hey, you're dropping your shoulder in this case when you're not supposed to be. There's a time for that, and they might be like, oh, well, I don't even feel it. Well, yeah, it's only because it's a half an inch, and then maybe we get lucky and they go out and they trash a tournament. I mean, it's a second set of eyes never hurts absolutely anybody. There's been some times where people have been astounded when I'm shooting on teams that I call timeout. And it's like, why? There's 4 other people on our team that might see 4 different things. Use it. If you can use help, use it. Even if you're in an APA and you're a 7, call a 3 up to the table. Because I tell you what, the 3 might be a little unorthodox, but the cool part about that is they might show you something that's unorthodox that you don't even think about doing anymore, because you've evolved as a pool player. Something that's ever so basic that a 3 is capable of doing might completely change your view of the game, and it might help you win the game. So if there's a second set of eyes, always use them. So Elijah looks like he's going to try to shoot the 10 on the side. Then I would say float down to play the 9 ball. Doesn't have to shoot this very hard. What I really like about these kids coming into Jays and playing is that the players here, they try their best to give them their best game despite their age, and that's what I truly feel that these guys need. They need to see that if they're going to miss, somebody's going to make them pay, and that's what they need.
Buddy, see your back.
I need the door closed. Thank you.
I just come in to see how long I had to wait to play.
So you got the bye.
Oh, that's why.
Yep.
Okay.
So I called Frank and Eric's match, so it would send the text message to Frank to let him know to get here.
Yeah,
And they're playing next. So you are playing the winner of Elijah and Jesse. So after this match is done, I'm gonna call Frank and Eric's match,
No
and then
problem.
after that, you're gonna be up right away.
I was gonna say,
playing
you're
whoever
running out of
wins.
players. Who the hell do I play?
You got the bye. You got the bye. So it looks like Elijah moved the 8 ball out of there. Pretty nice shot.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can
You know the
get him to
Nitros
put
is
some
by
high on
the
it.
same company. No? Oh my god.
My brother drinks.
Makes a real good shot. Now this one's tough. He's gonna have to float this one. He can't shoot this one real hard. And that stinks because the 15 ball is so far away from the pocket. He's got to hit it super, super soft. If he hits it any harder, there's a chance that the cue ball goes behind the 7. If he hits it hard, you pray that the cue ball hits the 7. So let's see what he does here. I would think for sure he'd slow roll it. He's probably thinking he has to slow roll it. He did. Look out, 7. He hit the 7. Whew, okay. Told you guys, he's either going to bump the 7 or you're going to go behind the 7, and you don't want to go behind the 7. So now he's got one last ball to make. Which some people call this the hardest ball. In most cases, I tend to call it the easiest one because you just did all the hard work. 8 ball should be wide open. If you're missing that one, that's not good. Nice shot. So Elijah wins the first game.
Okay, at least I know where I stand.
Yep, you'll be up in a little bit.
You suck, Bruce.
Yeah, I like it better than the red.
I saw, yeah, I do too. I saw that online when I was looking at break cues. They call it a blue streak.
They'll come out with a white one next. You heard it first. Because they've already got the red one and they've already got the blue.
Red,
They're
white,
going to
blue.
come out right around July next year with an Americana edition and come out with the white. You heard it. You heard it here first.
I almost
Tell
bought
me.
a jump break cue online the other day.
It'll be pure white too because they just came out with the white carbon fiber shafts. The whole thing will be white.
That's
Oh
gonna
my
be nasty.
God.
It'll look like a $15 cue that you find at Kmart.
And it's gonna cost $800.
It'll,
So
yep.
is that the one you're gonna get? Or are you keeping the red?
No, I have the blue.
You have the
Just do
blue
the
too?
I sold the red to Troy.
You
I
still
thought
left the
Jay
tree.
got rid of the red. So your red
We
was the
both
one-
got rid of the reds.
How'd Jay get rid of his? Which
Okay,
one was the auction?
so
Or the,
the one that Troy won
raffle.
was mine.
okay.
Okay, Dan Cox bought Jay's. So
I bought
we
Jay's
got
one before that,
we
too.
got $600 for both of them,
Nice.
and the Q News 700. So
Another
Cost
$100.
$100.
I
Yep.
love the blue.
Yep.
Love the blue.
blue's good. Yeah. So getting 600 out of a used Q. I mean, Jay and I take good care of our stuff anyway. So
Right.
you know anybody should pay
Now
600.
between that and their jump rate, what's the difference? Like, I mean, I've seen you jump with that full, with your full
Yeah,
BK,
but
like,
I'm only jumping over about
And
25% of the ball.
Yeah. and
Um,
it's a good ways away, and it takes good technique.
Yeah. The jump cue is just another way for Predator to get another $100 out of the break cue. That's just where I'm at with it. I don't know. I like my Jacoby.
Yeah.
I like
Jump really well with it.
I've jumped with that cue for. Yeah, I've been playing pool for 15 years, and I bet I've jumped with the Jacoby for 11 of them.
I think the story of how you got it's pretty good. You paid a dime for it.
I didn't know. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No.
It's
So
pretty funny.
okay. So they're talking about the story that I got is how I got my jump cue. So the second year that I went out to nationals, I'm out there and I'm just hitting balls on the table and just practicing. And now they're gonna kill me. I hope nobody from the ACS watches this. So I got the keys to the valley tables. So I just go over in one of the corners and I just pop open the table
Yeah.
instead of putting quarters in it. So I'm out in Vegas and I've got the table open and I'm just hitting balls around. And this guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, I don't know you from Adam, but I got to ask you a really important question." I'm like, "What's that?" He's like, "Will you please watch my booth?" This is the guy that that from Omega Billiards says, "I've got to take a crap." He's like, "I can't hold it anymore. Please, will you please watch my booth?" And I said, "Bro, I got you. I know what it's like to have to do that." So I go and he's gone for, I don't know,
15, 20 minutes, probably.
probably 25-ish minutes or something like that. Well, these people came in and they're looking at cues and they start asking me questions and I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, so, and this guy comes up to me and he goes, "So I see that I see these two cues are pretty expensive." And I go, "Yeah," and they were peach hours. They were expensive peach hours. They were both at I think one was 1,600 and the other one was 15 or something.
Oh,
like
wow.
that. And I said, "Okay, I'll make you a deal." I said, "You want them both?" I said, "I'll take $300 off and I'll give it to you right now." I don't even work for Omega. But I'm like, man, I got a chance to make this guy a crap ton of money.
Yeah.
You know, because they were trying, they were kind of on the fence about it. I'm like, well, they got to want the sale, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll take $300 off. I'll give them to you for $2,800 out the door right now. And he kind of looks at me and I'm like, that's the lowest that I can go. I'm willing to give you a deal. I can't do it. And then I lied to him. I was like, I got a boss. I can't do it. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have to give this guy $300, right? So we make the deal. He pulls out $2,800 bills. and just stacks them up and walks out with the cues. And here comes this guy, I don't know, 12, 15 minutes later. He's like, "Oh man, thank you so much." And I'm like, and I'm white faced. So I'm like, "Man, I did something." And he just kind of looks at me. He's like, "What'd you do?" And I'm like, "I sold 2 of your cues." "You did what?" And I'm like, "Yeah. So I'm just gonna tell you what I did." He's like, "Okay." And so I said, "Those 2 peach hours over there," I said, "one was priced at 16 and one was priced at 15. And he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, I told him 2,800 and they walked out the door. And he says, "So you gave him $300 off?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Anything in this place that's under a $300 value is yours." The jump cue was 180.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I had an extra $120 in store credit because, I mean, he's a dealer.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
gets them at a lower price.
yeah, I mean, he
would
probably
have gone more off.
he probably still made. I mean, those are probably $1,000 cues. So he's got them priced up, 3,100, and he got $800 out of them. So even just giving them to me, he's still making $500. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was like, "Are you for real?" And he's like, "If I could, I'd hire you." And I'm like, "I'm just gonna go back to hitting balls." I said, "I will take that Jacoby jump cue though." And he's like, $300, man. He's like, "That's 180, no tax, no nothing." He says, "You pick it and you walk." Okay, so I got like some blue diamond chalk, and I think I got a hat, and just some stuff. And
That's awesome.
I got lucky, all because the guy had to take crap.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty sweet deal. But I've had that. God, I've had that. That jump cue's pretty beat up now.
So I didn't
It's got some nicks in the butt of it.
I didn't see you guys' match, but I was looking at the bracket. How time you shoot?
He didn't get to.
He broke dry both times.
I ran all 3 racks. Yeah.
It's good.
He trying to think. He won the
'Cause I
leg.
know he hurt his elbow not too long ago.
He won the leg. Yeah, and I think he dry broke.
He dry broke both times and he broke and ran.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, I don't think he got to shoot a ball.
Nice.
I know for sure twice he didn't. I can't remember what happened the first round.
He wasn't at the table. It doesn't matter.
Yep. I'm going after the 11. Yeah. So for those of you who are watching, I don't know if you saw Jesse's knees buckle. That's one of the big things that I like to work with people on. Your mannerisms after you shoot a shot say a lot about you. If Jesse's knees are going to buckle on his shot, he wasn't confident in the shot in the first place, and he shouldn't have shot the ball.
I haven't seen Fatty around in a while.
Yeah, he was out here. He shot with me the other day. He was at a golf outing today. I was supposed to golf. It was me, Fatty, Ryan Tickle, and Woody. And because of this, I told him to pick up a different person, so I grabbed Dustin Pop.
I don't know. I think it's kind of outrageous that State's 4 days away and they're out golfing.
Yeah, I mean it's a golf outing that's been planned for months.
Is it Otch's?
No,
Memorial?
It's Bob and Ringo's. It's one that's
Oh.
planned every single year.
Okay.
Me, Fatty, Ryan, and Woody play the Bob and Ringo's outing together every year.
Okay.
So it's like our foursome's always doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, with State being just
That's
4 days
probably
away,
rough on you too,
yeah,
having to walk around a lot.
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
So and that was just it. They said, like Fatty
Oh, don't
said,
get stuck on it, Elijah.
like Fatty
Pretty sure
said,
Jay's
you
doing
can.
a scooter around here.
I can't put my knee on. Like Fatty said, I can go out there and chip and putt. And I said, with State being 4 days away, I'm not gonna risk anything that's gonna hurt myself. So I'll come in here, I'll shoot pool, I'll sit down.
Yep.
At State, I mean, pretty much it's gonna be the same thing. If I'm not shooting, I'm gonna be sitting.
Where is State?
Decatur.
I'm sure it's going to be chaos since they canceled last year.
It just depends. Uh-oh, look out for a push shot here. Yeah, Jesse's thinking twice about it. Cody must have missed the ball or scratched. We can hear him screaming. So if this ball goes forward from the looks of it, this is going to be a foul. Yeah, that was a foul. But can't really say anything. Wasn't asked to come up to the table, so. And Elijah doesn't fully understand the concepts of fouls yet. I mean, he knows, he could obviously tell a real rough one, but that one there was kind of disguised if you don't know your physics laws in pool. So I kind of think he's shooting the wrong ball there, but he came out on the good side of it. I would have shot the 6 and shot the 1 and shot the 8 in the bottom right corner. Less cue ball movement. So this shot here, he's going to have to fire, it looks like, with some high English. Maybe. I can't fully tell the angle of it.
I think it'll go high, it'll go in between the pocket.
I can't tell if it'll come over here and out.
I think so. I think it'll go above the pocket.
Yeah, he's got to strike it pretty well.
But again, it's hard with the camera.
Yeah.
Not being 100% flat. You don't really know the angle there.
Oh, yeah, he hit it perfect. Nice shot, Elijah. Man, I tell you what, I know you guys didn't know him, but where these kids were a year ago to where they are, and this is absolutely amazing watching both of them hit a ball. It is so cool to watch the evolution of young kids into the game. Nice
There
shot.
are a lot of stud junior players that are
2-0.
there.
So Jesse better quit taking it easy on poor Elijah there.
Peoria had a solid juniors program.
We want to give a shout out to Jim Ettinger. Jim Ettinger is the official cue dealer of JE Custom Cues and Repair Service. He takes care of your cues and accessory orders. He repairs your cues, and he is also a custom cue maker. He does anything that we need, including the shaft that is in my case that needs to be given to Jim. I'm going to go do that right now. But if you need anything, go ahead and give Jim a call at 815-848-5838. And he will do any service that you need. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go give Jim the shaft when I'm thinking about it.
Just the bottoms.
All right, so Jesse's getting ready to break.
I think pretty much everybody out there is going to understand.
Puts a bunch of spin on the cue ball. It's a dry break. Cue ball wound up in the middle of the table, which isn't a fully bad thing. But it is dry nonetheless. Elijah checking if he has to move the 12 ball, which from here doesn't look like he does. I think it goes past the 3 into the corner. But now to find a plan. I think, honestly, here's a pretty good opportunity to get the 12 ball out right now and break out the 8. Shoot the 14 and then play the 12-13 combination. And you don't shoot it really hard. You just kind of go up on the high side of the 12 and just bump the 8 out of the way, kind of gracefully. So it looks like he's going to run 9 to the 15. I think that's what he's going to try and do, but he better be careful because he might hit the 15 ball, and he might wind up on the wrong side of it. But it looks like he's got some left-hand spin on the ball.
That's what I was looking at.
He did. Man, these kids are learning. We had 15 out of a 16-player field today. Guess there was a golf outing that about a quarter of the field is at right now. Jesse decides to take Elijah's stripes, which I would have as well. So this is a shot here. This is a sharp cut. Again, I'm going to speak to you in gibberish. This is a 45 outside cut to come back to the rail to give you a good shot on the 11. See how the cue ball there kind of moves away from the 11. If he'd have shot that a little thinner, the cue ball would have stayed a little straighter and he wouldn't have the go away angle to the 13 ball. So I'm going to shoot the 11. And I would run to the 13 next because it gives me a good opportunity to get the 10 ball out of there. But he may try to run to the 14. Not fully sure. Looks like he was trying to eye the 14 ball. Now this is where Elijah starts to have to ask his question about the chess match that I told you guys we were talking to him about the other day. You know, is this a rack that I can get out of? The 13 ball's in front of the 5. That's a problem. 3 and the 7 are tied up. This is a rack that I don't think I'm going to try to get out of. I think I'm going to try to put the 1 in front of the pocket here to further tie up the 11. Elijah makes a nice shot. Gets a solid breakout, but not really a shot afterwards. A lefty having to reach for the 2 ball's no fun. Gonna have to teach him how to shoot right-handed. He's going to try, yeah, he's going to have to shoot right-handed if he's going to do that. Or he's going to have to get a bridge. I think he's going to go find a bridge.
Cody,
What was the score?
3-0.
Okay. Tell Eric and Frank they're up.
Frank and Bradshaw?
Yep.
Okay, this one? Yeah.
Cody defeats. What do you say, 3-1?
3-0.
3-0. I want to make sure that Jesse's not shooting when Alright. Okay. So everything is starting to show up now. I like this program.
I like it too.
This is cool.
A lot of neat shit on there. Gives you projected start times.
Yep. Yeah, I heard, I don't know if it's fully true, but I heard this is what the U.S. Open's going to use.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think it's cool because it's free.
Yeah, and I mean, it's simple. You can go on there and I can find it. Hello?
Who is that? Hi, Tatum. Who is that?
Dallas.
No, all I saw was a face.
There's Taylor.
Oh, hey. Old junior high kids.
Yeah. Who are you going to go with? Well, duh. How are you going to get there?
All right, sorry about that. We had a phone call. So let's check the score up top. Looks like the score's still 2-0. We haven't missed too much, and from the looks of it, Jesse's still stripes. They haven't switched, so that's good. So now Elijah has a chance here to get out of this rack. He doesn't know it, but I've been playing with them long enough now to realize that I'll never tell them this because I don't want them to think that they've peaked, but they are far better than what they believe themselves to be. So if he takes his time and just floats the 5 in, which I thought he was going to shoot the 3, which just shows me that he's better, even better than what I thought. Moves the 8 ball back because he accidentally touched it. So if he just hits this ball soft and floats the 5 in, he's going to have the 3. The 3 is going to lead to the 2. And the 2 is going to lead to the 7 and the 6. He's just got to make the 5 to start off his chances here. Yep, hits it good. Now this is a little stun shot. He's going to have to hit this pretty good. So it looks like he's got some angle that takes him away from the 2. So if he can just play a little stun shot. Ideally, if he can put high on it and go into the 14, is probably his best bet. But he might hit the. He might float this too far. He might leave the 2 till last.
Oh,
Nope,
he got it.
he hit it good. For those wondering, Elijah, I believe, is 15 years old, and Titus, his younger brother, is 13. This is another floater. Don't have to hit it very hard. You just got to hit it hard enough to get out of the 14. Just don't get stuck behind the 14. And he tried to come around 3 rails, which doesn't surprise me because the last lesson we had, we were working on English. So it's in his head, yeah.
Tried to spin it.
But hopefully he can still see the 7 ball, because he can't see the 6. He might actually be able to just see the spot to where he needs to hit to make the 7, because it looks like it's pretty buried in the pocket. So let's see if he can make a nice shot. He might be hooked. I can't tell from here.
Even if you come off the rail,
Yeah.
clip the 7, and lay that cue ball down in here.
See, I don't know if he can get down there. If he hits the rail first, I think there's a chance he makes the 6 in the same shot.
Yeah. He's banking it there.
He's kicking at the 6.
Can't get to the 7 ball.
Now, if he hits just in front, no, he hit it too far up. He's got to hit just in front of the point if he wants to have a chance to make the 6 ball. So, a little unlucky. I know where his mindset was shooting that ball as hard as he did. He wanted to get away from the 14, and that's something that I tell the kids a lot. Don't go into traffic. Stay out of the way of other balls. So he's probably thinking, I'll just hit this ball harder so I have no chance of staying behind the 14. And then he got a bad roll and gets hooked. Jesse. Well, that's not like Jesse to miss that one. So he's given Elijah another chance. Yep. He's just got to make it. There's nothing in his way. He's just got to put the ball in the hole. Nice shot. Yes, Jacob, it is the winner side still. All right, so this one's a little tricky. How I would shoot this shot, I would actually shoot this with low left. And I would bring the cue ball back 2 rails towards the middle of the table. Elijah might elect 1 rail and come forward, or he might try to draw it. I don't know. If he draws it, he might use the top left rail. Yeah. Ooh,
Go ball,
ooh,
go
get
ball,
by it.
go ball.
Get by it.
Does he got?
Oh, I don't know
I
if he
think he's
got there
it.
or not.
I think he's got it. He's getting down to shoot.
He's taking a second look.
He's gonna spin it.
Yeah, this is one of those shots. Like I was just saying, I tell him, stay away from traffic. Well, he sent the cue ball towards the 10. That's why I say you put low left on it to stay away from traffic. Boy, he can
Got
make
it.
that all day.
Got it.
So Elijah wins. He beats Jesse 3-0. So Elijah advances. And Elijah's not done yet because he has to play
Gonna have him Fritz play.
Fritz Turk. Yep. Actually, you know what? Hold that thought. I am actually going to have. You know what? You go ahead and play.
Maybe
Yeah, go play BJ over there.
Make Elijah sit one.
Yep, yep. And then Fritz will play. Fritz will play on the table after Eric and Frank are done. Good first round for Elijah.
Yeah.
He beat Jesse 3-0.
I kind of expected that the way he was shooting.
Elijah wasn't hitting the ball bad.
No, I said
Yeah.
the way he was
He
shooting.
wasn't hitting the ball bad at all.
He shot really good.
So we're going to keep the winner's side going on. We're going to have Jim Doppler take on Brian Jason. If you like what you see, just do me a favor and share away. We really do appreciate as many people watching this as possible. Whoops. Let's spell BJ's name right.
Yep, next year you're playing somebody else.
Well, the next open table is going to be Elijah and Fritz because Fritz hasn't
Okay.
played his first match yet.
All right. Well, I got time to go to the bathroom.
Yes, you do.
I'll leave my phone in here. That way it plays music.
Okay. Hey, before you go in there, would you by chance grab me a Pepsi? Thank you. Did we do anything about your tabs or anything like that? Okay.
All we have is 100 ones up there, and we can't go through them.
I don't know. How many gamblers we got?
Probably not enough to go through 100 tabs.
No, I mean, if you win, you get it. If not, it rolls over. Like, we would waste a tab, but everybody who bought tabs in the first one keeps their spots, and then you sell them, then you sell the next one's the next spot, and then you screw it off again,
Yeah.
you know? That's a gamble for sure. Huge gamble. What's up, kid? Nothing? Do you want to see the bracket? Is that what you're in here for? Jim breaks. Cue ball stays on the table. Nice dry break. Alright, so you're down here. You have to play Tommy. So what's going on with you? I saw you missing a whole bunch of shots. What's going on?
Wait,
I can tell you what's going on. Do you want to know, or do you want me to keep it a secret? You got to slow down. Every shot that I saw your inconsistency with, you only stroked like one time when you went. Really look at it. Go through those steps that we always talked about. You know, don't be too overconfident. Make sure that you put the ball in. If it takes you 50 seconds, it takes you 50 seconds. There's no time, there's no clock that says you have to shoot it in so much time, you know? And then, like out of nowhere, you'd make some really nice shots. Well, those were the ones that you took your time on. You know, you just got to go up there and he's beatable. I beat him in like 18 minutes. He's beatable.
that's you.
Oh, stop it. You can do that too. It's Tommy. It's Tommy. But you still have a little ways yet. I still have another round on the winner's side that I need to play before I get to the loser's side. So You still got a little while. Now, Jay said he was going to bring me a Pepsi, and he didn't do that. Thanks, Jay.
You want me to get it?
You want to bring me a Pepsi? Thanks, dude. Nice shot, BJ. Working his way to the 3. Now, the question is does he go after the 5? I don't know if the 5 goes in the side. If he goes after the 4 and then shoots the 5 in the side. Looks like he went too far. Thanks, buddy. Playing a combination 4-6. Got to control the 4 ball, though, and he's snookered himself. No good there. Ooh, I don't drink pop very much, but it looked really good. Ooh. So it looks like he's going to slightly just kick. Yeah, just playing a hit. Actually, he moved it to a really strong spot. There's not a lot that that Jim can do here except play safe. I see a safety there between the 9 and the 10. If he can roll the cue ball behind the 9 and hit it thin enough, you'll see it kind of stocked up between the 9 and the 10 ball, and it looks like that's what he's going to do. He's just going to put it behind the 11. I would have tried to lock him up even more than that, but I'm greedy. I probably wouldn't have played the safe as well. So BJ's trying to keep distance. I actually think that I would go after the 1 here. Good hit, but now that kind of exposes the rest of the rack. I think I'd actually gone after the 1 just because it was an easier hit. And it would have kept Jim's 13 ball locked up a little better. Now he's given Jim access to the entire rack by doing that. So I'll shoot this ball here and kind of roll up table and go after the rest of them. I would say the quicker that he can get to the 13 ball, the better. Just because it's kind of at a weird angle to get shape with the 8 ball. I'm not sure if I'd like to save that ball till last, but if I have to, I will. Could use the 15 and come off the rail, kind of float down there to shoot the 13 in the top right corner. Which looks like to be what he needs to do. He needs to shoot the 9, send the cue ball to the bottom rail and up, and then shoot the 10 in the top left, leaving him that shot to shoot the 15 in the bottom right and float off the rail back across the table. He came up too high, and he's not going to like that. Yep, but he's still got the 15. Luckily, he can still shoot the 15 and get shape on the 13 or the 10. He'll just shoot this with a little bit of high and float towards the middle of the table. He missed it, though. So he's giving BJ a chance at it. This is more of a 9-ball routine out here. He's going to have to go from the 5 to the 4 and all the way back down for the 1. Playing 8-ball, it's not really smart to go back and forth on the table like that, but if that's what the table gives you. So he'll try to float up as high as he can and probably use high left on the 4 to come 2 rails down by Jim's 15 ball to shoot the 1 ball in the bottom left corner. Oh, he hit that with a lot of love. I didn't think he'd do that. So now he's stuck. He's going to have to bank a ball.
I got time to run to my house real quick.
Yes, you do.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Good news is this isn't a horrible bank. He could bank the 1 here and put some high spin on it, and he's got a pretty strong chance to make the 1, putting some high spin on the ball because it's going to shorten the angle up. He's just going to kind of have to go after it. It's not a shot that you want to shoot. think he's trying to look at cutting the 4-ball. I think I definitely play the bank here. He's looking at it now. This is going to be a bank shot with high inside spin, so for him it'd be high left. Yep, because he's got to cut it a little bit. So if he puts the inside spin on it, it kind of acts as a cut because it's spinning the ball off the rail. So he doesn't necessarily have to cut it as much. He's still going to have to cut it a little bit. There is a chance that this could double kiss. You got to stroke that ball pretty good to get it down there, but it's very possible to get it down there. Just got to hit it good. BJ going to play a slow roll kick shot. I don't think he's trying to make the 4 here. Doesn't do him any good to make it. Yep, not too bad a shot. Takes the pocket from the 13, makes Jim work. Might be the first pop I've had since December. I don't drink pop. So when I'm not used to drinking it, all the fizz and you can taste all the sugar and it's a weird taste in your mouth. So the real question that we got to be asking ourselves is, does the 13 go by the 4? Because this would give a pretty good shot to come back for the 13. Yep. We're going to find out if it goes past that 4-ball. Now it looks like it does. But he can also bank this ball. I think he's going, yeah, he's going after it. He says it goes by. Oh, it didn't go by, but the deed is done. Now BJ's got to hide over in the bottom right-hand corner of the pool table. He's going to have to use the 1, try to keep the cue ball behind the 8-ball. And looks like he's going to try to make the 13 and maybe keep the cue ball behind the 8-ball. That's a no, but it got out there. That's the dangerous one. So Jim's got a shot. See if he can stroke this ball in and get the cue ball off the rail. Yeah, he rattled it. It's a tough shot playing on these tables. These tables are tight. 4 1/4 pockets. So they're tight. Why would I? Don't you guys love it when Facebook tells you you could follow this person? Why on earth would I want to follow Mike Duchesne? One of the rudest pool players I've ever seen. All right, so BJ's going to take on the bank, it looks like. Nope, he's still playing smart. Nah, BJ could have put that 1 in front of that stripe. This isn't bad, but it could have been so much better. The straight-in bank is from the diamond to Jim's right to the middle diamond. So it looks like right now he's actually at a straight-in bank. He's at the middle diamond, and the object ball is between those 2 diamonds. He might be able to just slam this ball and bank it cross-side. I would be hitting this ball about 100 miles an hour. Yeah, because you got to get the cue ball away. Oh, he might have gotten snookered. I don't know. You got to hit that ball hard. Because, I mean, it's pretty well straight. Since Banks closed the angle a little bit, you'd have to cut it just a pinch. But, I mean, just a pinch by, like, maybe 1/8 of a ball. Not anything real hard. And then you just slam it.
Barely 2.
Should have hit it harder.
I should have. and fucking hammered it and come around it. And I was like, oh, I ain't gonna hammer
See?
it.
See, I'm not a dummy.
That's exactly what it was, too. So I told myself that. Don't baby it.
Nope, you had to hit that ball.
And then I babied it.
Jim's in here getting his jump cue.
Not happy with himself because I suck at jumping. Or better at banking.
You know, I was gonna agree with you until I saw you pull out the cue that you're jumping with. I think that's one of the worst jump cues I've ever seen in my
I
life.
have a different one, so.
Oh my god, he's got the, what is that? The Air 3,
2.
the Air 2, the Predator Air 2.
That's the only
Come-
one I got.
Coming from a Predator player, the worst jump cue I have ever jumped with in my entire life. They're awful. I don't know why they jump so bad, but to the pros who like have to use that, and they jump so well with it,
Oh, good sponsor.
I just take my hat to them.
Because they're sponsored with it.
Yep, yeah. So they got to use their equipment. Yeah. Yeah, the pros that use it, you are better men and women than I am. Cue ball's coming all over the place. He's going to bump the 4 and leave a pretty good out for BJ, 1 to the 4. So BJ's going to put some high spin on this. He's going to try to go after the 4 on the side. It's easier to shoot the 4 on the side than it is to shoot the 4 in a corner. He misses the shot. BJ, what are you doing? Oh, boy. That's very unlike BJ. He just got down and hammered at that ball. Didn't really look at it too well. Gives Jim an opportunity to go up 1-0. He does. That's a bummer. Jim gave him every chance in the world there. All right, so we run the score here. One to nothing. I wonder how that other table's going. So Eric's taking on Frank over there, and Eric's shooting right now. We can kind of see that out of the corner of the camera. BJ breaking rack 2 here. Clobbers him. 1 ball rattles. I think, dry break? Oh man, he hit the crap out of those. So good news for BJ though. The one ball stayed up, which kind of forces Jim to shoot a ball that he doesn't want to shoot. He really wants to shoot solids, but the 7 ball's really tied up. So he's gonna go after stripes. And it looks like the 15 goes in the side past the 7. That's what Jim's gonna shoot now. Probably to leave himself just on the 14 ball. But I don't think I'd shoot the 14. I think I'd leave the 14 till last, because that leads you to the 8 ball. No, I think, what ball is that on that rail? The 12 ball? I think the 12 ball leads you to the 8 ball the best, as long as you can get an angle on it. So might have been smart to shoot the 14. Shoot the 14 ball and then maybe try to find a way to get after the 10 and the 11 and the 9 and leave the 12 ball till last. But now BJ's got a dream here. The 7 ball's now open. So in this case, I would actually start with the 1 and go straight to the 4. As the 5 leads you to the 3, the 6-2 combination goes. But BJ doesn't really want to get straight in on this ball, and it seems that he did. So now he's going to have to get a little creative. So he's going to leave the 4 ball and take on the 7. Not necessarily a bad decision. It might keep him at the table. Yeah. Now you can look at the 6-2, and he's still got an opportunity to get out of the rack, really. And you can shoot the 5 and go to the 6 ball in the bottom right-hand corner. So right now, that might have been the best thing that BJ did. The world's kind of at his disposal right now. Yeah, 6 ball. Now he kind of got on the wrong side of it, though. The 6 balls now kind of become a draw shot. Yeah. If he tries to stop it, he might not leave himself very good. I would have tried to bring the cue ball back. So he just overall didn't hit that too well. But he still got a chance. Shoot the 3, roll up to the 4 ball. Now don't leave yourself straight in, just give yourself a little angle. Yep. Now you can just shoot this and float the cue ball back down table. It's going to be key here, though, how he gets shape on the 2 as to whether or not he's going to be able to shoot the 8 or not. I would really try to keep this on the center axis of the table here. Yeah, he hit that real good, but it went too far. I would actually say he hit that really, really well. Now he's got a decision to make. He's almost straight in on this ball when it comes to like rail to rail. So the cut angle to the corner pocket is very severe, very severe. Believe it or not, though, folks, that this shot is makeable. If you run into this shot that's on that diamond, if you kind of drew a grid line, it's on the. If you look at the bottom rail there, the left diamond. See how the 2's kind of on that grid line up towards the top. The angle there is still big enough to where he could hit this super thin and still make it. But I mean, I'm talking like under an eighth of a ball thin, and he's going to have to hit this 1 trillion miles an hour just to have enough speed to get it there. What I don't know is if the 9 ball covers the bank. It very well could. It looks like it does, but I don't know if it fully does or not. So he's got a decision to make. Is he going to put the 2 in front of the 11? That's not a good idea. Because he's going to get snookered if he puts the 2 behind the 11. Jim is a very practical player. He's not going to do anything out of the ordinary. He's going to snooker you. Hi, Don.
Hi, it's warm in here.
Yes, it is.
It's freezing out there.
So I do see a 2-rail kick in the side. If he's going to try to go for broke, there's a 1-rail kick sending the 2 in the top left corner. He's going to try to slice this ball, which, like I said, is possible. But man, he's got to put draw on it. If he puts any high on it, he's not going to make it. The high is going to force the 2 ball away. Yeah, if he would have put draw on that, he would have made the ball. The cue ball, the high English just jumps the 2 to the rail to no avail. So Jim's got a decent look. He's got a floater shot here, which is, if you've watched G1 TV enough and you've watched Jim play, Jim does not mind floating the ball at all. He doesn't have to hit this really with any speed. Cue ball is going to come out. Right around. There's a chance that actually he could hit the 10 ball, but I think his next play is to shoot the 10 ball. He missed it. Oh no, he played safe. You can tell by his body language he was playing safe. So he's left BJ the traditional Efren Reyes Z bank, the Z kick, 2-rail kick. Tough shot. But theoretically, looking at the diamond placement, I think if he just hits just in front of the side pocket with a little bit, not a lot, like a eighth of a tip to a half of a tip of left, he's got a chance to make this Z kick. That'll send the cue ball to the diamond in front of the bottom right pocket, but he won't have a shot for the 8. He'll have to bank the 8 ball if he does it that way. Tough shot. I wonder what he's looking at here. I don't know what he's planning. Okay, he's looking at the 1-rail kick. This is a traditional 1-rail kick system to find the midway point and then drag your cue stick directly over to a line to create a 1-rail kick. Yep. So that's where it's at, but unfortunately the 8 ball's in the way. He doesn't have a chance at that. He might be able to 1-rail kick it. This would be a heck of a shot to come in on the left bottom rail and clip the 2 over.
You got me 3-1.
Okay.
You guys breathing here. It's like 90 degrees.
It feels so good.
So Frank defeated Eric by a score of 3-1. I think BJ is going to be thinking about this for a second.
I thought he was shutting it, so I was pulling on it, and he was pulling.
Let's see. Table 2. Okay. And then this one. Table 1. Okay. So, BJ gives up ball in hand. Dang it, I missed what he did. I'm going to have to go out and grab Elijah here in a second. So Jim's a high English user. Most of the time he's going to float up to the 10. He might even float up to the 14 and then just float the 12 down in the bottom corner. I doubt he plays the combo. Stop this one. I don't know if he'll stop the cue ball or if he'll float it off the rail with a touch of right-hand spin. I'm not sure what he'll do. He knows all the shots. Looks like he's going to stun it. Yep. And I'll float this one up. Play the 8 in the top left corner. This shot's missable. Jim doesn't like these shots. I've noticed Jim tends to miss these. Ooh, he almost did. He almost did. So that's the positives of floating the ball. You let that pocket gobble it up. So Jim goes 2-0. And I'm gonna go grab Elijah really quick. I need Elijah shooting pool on this table against Fritz. I don't know. So he's the young kid that's sitting right over here in a corner. Thanks, dude.
I got a super simple question after.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Fritz knows. So this new system I got is pretty awesome. It sends text messages directly to your phone.
No, he's the older one.
Yeah. What's your question?
He's the older one.
He was sitting
Oh.
over there in the corner.
When I'm watching all these guys. When you're getting forward your front foot, are you pointing at the cue ball or the direction of your?
I'm pointing
Stick.
directly at the object ball. My front foot is
Yeah,
always pointing directly towards whatever I'm shooting.
Because it looked like the cue ball, and I don't know. I was just.
I mean,
I see a pattern though between you, Jim, Tommy, and Frank. So I was like,
Yeah,
I wonder
it's-
why they're all pointing
so-
forward.
so for me, over time, and I use an aiming system where they don't. Jay does. Jay uses a system, but the rest of them don't.
Mhm.
And the original mechanics that Mark Wilson taught me had to do with taking your big toe and pointing it towards whatever ball you're shooting. It's kind of like if you're shooting a deer. You know, are you going to stand like this when you're shooting a deer, right? You know, you got to square up, put your foot out there, it's strong. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of concept. But my aiming system is actually kind of teaching me that my feet can kind of go wherever they want.
Yeah.
So it's kind of messed with my teaching a little bit. Like the stuff that we'll start going over, we'll have to do with this, pointing towards that. But if you want to start to merge towards that book, which is the aiming system that I use, it's a good conventional start to keep you in the same spot. But the more and more you use it, the more and more you'll see your feet are going to start to just shift a little bit. And I'm not talking like real bad. Like I don't shoot like this ever.
Yeah.
But sometimes my foot's here. Sometimes it's like this. Sometimes it's out. It's just where it's comfortable.
Well, I always went like kind of like a wrestling stance, but sideways. And then when I was playing gym, that was the first time.
So
Do you have a charger for Samsung?
There should be one by that ball cleaner.
yes, there should be one by the ball cleaner.
If
over
not, I
there.
got one in my car. I'll go there. I haven't shot for probably a month and a half. And then when I was shooting gym, I saw everyone doing that in warm up, so I did it. I don't know, it felt a little more comfortable, but
Yeah, the big thing we're going to start talking about is balance.
yeah.
That's something that might take the whole time tomorrow. I mean, it depends on how quickly you adapt to things, but the balance part is the most important thing in a game. If I can walk around and I can push you all over the place and you're all like this,
Oh my
I mean,
gosh, I remember
just-
the first time he did that to Eric.
just think.
I was cracking up.
Well, she was in there the first time I did it to Eric Evans. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
I took one finger, and I almost
Yeah.
knocked him over. He just kind of took back and he looked at me. That's when I knew he had him. I had him for the lessons piece because his mind was just blown that I could just take one finger and almost knock him over.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just when
Because
you're
he was focused on the ball, but he wasn't like
yeah
playing it.
when
You
you're
have a strong foundation.
when
Yeah.
you're that unbalanced, just think when you follow through.
Yeah, all that movement.
Yeah, how bad that is. Yeah.
But yeah, man,
I just
that's all from that one. I'll go grab one out of my car.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's all I was
we'll go
wondering. I
over a
didn't know
lot of
if that
stuff.
was
Yep. We'll talk about
random.
it all tomorrow. Purpose for everything.
So
Yep.
I was like, we'll check it out.
What
All
is it?
right.
Oh,
So, heard a little bit of coaching going on there. Let's get back to the action here. So it looks like when I wasn't paying attention, BJ may have just run a rack. Lots of Jim's balls on the table still, so I would assume he ran out. That or Jim missed 15 times and he just missed really fast.
no. I don't think that's
I don't think that's it either. So scores 2-1. BJ's looking like he's liking the new cue that he got. I sold him a cue a couple months ago. Just got a Predator shaft for it. Looks like he's hitting all right with it. My wife sent me that.
yeah. I don't think I've been on Facebook today. Oh God.
All right, so Jim's taking a look around. He's trying to. Looks like he's trying to figure out. Been doing some work. I didn't know if. I don't know if the table's still open. I feel like it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 1, 2, 4, 7. Yeah, it looks like it's still open. Yep. Jim's contemplating shooting this ball left-handed, which, I mean, I think he should just get the bridge. I think if he can see the 2, I think the 2 is the right ball because you can draw and go get the 5 because I don't think the 5 ball goes past the 14. Oh, he missed it, though. Yeah. That would have been a key for him to get out of the rack, was that ball there. But now he's given BJ a chance to do the same thing. If I'm BJ, I'm going to take solids here because they're all pretty out in the open. You can go from the 5 to the 1. You can go get the 4. The 8 ball looks like it's tied up, but it's really not. I mean, there's a bunch of ways that you can get up there to make that 8 in the top left corner. You just gotta make these. Don't float forward, BJ. Oh, you floated forward. Might not be bad. The 3 ball's a little troublesome. You're gonna have to shoot the 3 before the 7, it looks like. So you gotta kind of stop this ball, I think. He rolled forward. I don't know. This still isn't easy. I'm curious if that 3 goes by the 11. If the 3 goes by the 11, he's still not in a bad spot. But if it doesn't, I mean, he's got a little work to do. He's going to have to do some stunnage of the cue ball and move it around the table a little bit. He's telling me that it does, and it looks like he got to the perfect spot to shoot the 7 between the 2 and the 6. So as long as he gets on the left side of the 13 or the right side of, I think, the 10 ball, he's fine. There's actually huge windows there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Woohoo! That was close. I think to be safe, I think I'd try to stay just on the left side of the 13. Because you can draw and not scratch there. And didn't want to get straight in, though. This one's touchy because he's not fully straight in, but he's straight in enough to where if he puts any draw on it, there's a chance he yanks the cue ball back and scratches. He's going to wind up having to hit this one pretty good if he wants to save face. I think I might just try punching it. Shoot with some draw and kind of hit it pretty hard and don't pull it back at all. Just slam it off the rail. Yeah, there you go. Good shot. But he still pulled it back. I wouldn't have tried to pull it back. I would have tried to keep it between on the bottom rail there, the center diamond and the left diamond. I would have tried to keep the cue ball in there. So, but I mean, like I said, he's just got to get to the left of the 13 ball. There's a huge window there as long as he gets there. He's just got to get there. If he doesn't, being down 2-1, Jim's definitely a strong enough player that BJ might not see the table a second time this rack. Just get to the left of the 13 ball. Oh man, he hit it really good, and he just got to the left of the 13 ball the other way. That's a great shot, bro. Now a good draw stroke. Good draw stroke will win him the game. He's got no chance of scratching with the stripe there. He's just got to hit it good. I mean, I shouldn't say that there's no chance. If he hits it poorly, yeah, it could go in there. But I would put low right on this ball Try to get that double pull back to the rail. That looks like what BJ's doing too. I'd strike it with some force. I wouldn't baby it, because then that English disappears. He babied it. Still made it though. Good job. I get so scared of scratching, I tend to hit balls harder around those areas than I probably should, so I would actually say kudos to him. He probably shot that the right way. I probably would have shot it the wrong way. So 2-2, Jim's break. Good matchup. I really wonder if there's a way that I can like share this bracket to Facebook. I haven't figured that out yet. You would think. I wonder if I don't. Or maybe I just copy and paste that. I'm going to try it. Go back to my Facebook page. Looks like that worked pretty good. So I will do that here. And I'll do it here. And I'll do it on G1 TV too, so you guys can catch the bracket watching at home. Oh man, my neck is killing me. All right, so Doppler looks like he's taking on stripes here. It gets a beautiful breakout. Darn. Everyone's in here is pretty upset. So now does he float? Yeah. Looks like he's going after the 14, but I would have gone after the 15. And luckily for Jim, I think he's still got a chance to make it. If he hit that any worse, there was a chance he's snookered right in between those two solids. So this is a shot that you just got to make and shoot the 11 in the side pocket. He makes it real nice. He's actually saved himself here, I think. I think he can shoot the 13 and float in between the 6, 14, and the 2 ball. I think he's got a chance to do it. He's just got to make the ball here. Jim's got a chance to get out of this rack. Overall, this has been a pretty good matchup. There's been, out of 4 games, I think 3 of them have been table runs. So this is pretty good display here. Let's see if Jim can go get that 14 ball here. He got through there. He hit the ball way too hard. Way too hard. This will be a heck of a shot here. Is he going to draw it? Try to snap draw it back? No, he's trying to go forward. And just missed the shot. And now ties up his 14 ball in the process. He gives BJ an opportunity, and that's all BJ really wants. Gotta look out here, though. I'm sure he's gonna go after the 2. But how bad would it be to go right past the 4 and scratch in the side? Alright, that's a pretty good shot. Now he gets way down table. I think doubles himself up. He might have to shoot the 5-6 combination if he wants to stay offensive. He could shoot the 7, but beware the 4 ball coming up if he misses and bumping the 14 in a position to where Jim can make it. Really would like to see him shoot the 6 ball here. I'm kind of hoping that he's not doubled up, but by him calling the 3 ball, he's doubled up. So look out. This is a tough shot. Yeah, he didn't hit it very hard. Now you got to wonder too if that was a potential foul. I don't know. I don't know if he hit rail first, but looks like Jim's going to try to make a decision here as to whether or not to bank this ball or not. I'm not quite sure what Jim's going to do. Let's see what he does here with this. He tries to go after it. Yeah. You know, he's going to be upset about that, but you got to make something work sometimes, and that's the risk that you take trying to make something work. Just there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to accept it, move on from it, and that's the hardest thing to do. I know I'm talking like it's easy, but it is definitely not easy by any means. So BJ's got ball in hand here, and this is a perfect opportunity to run some balls and play safe, just to make the out a little easier. Getting rid of the 4 is very smart. I would leave the 3. I think I'd get rid of the 4. Come down and get the 3, and then maybe play safe behind the 1. Or even here, you can just roll up on the 6 and keep him locked on his own stripe at this point. If you just lock him up on the stripe, the 3 ball is a pretty good ball. Jim's going to have to make a really good shot to play any type of safe. That might be what I'm doing. I might be trusting the table on this one and rolling the 6 in front of the pocket. The 3 ball there is a real good savior ball. If he makes it too early, the game could be Jim's. Got to be really careful about what ball selection here, what he picks. He could shoot 1-5 and then get some angle on the 7 to send the cue ball into the 14 and the 6. And because the 3 ball is still there, he could have a out ball, is what we call it. He calls safe there, which I don't agree with, especially if Jim can see the 14. it looks like Jim's going to take away the one ball that BJ really needed to get out of the rack with the 3. Yeah, you can see that ball. I think he might just clip the 14 and try to keep the cue ball behind it. Oh. That's not bad either. For BJ, BJ can just float the 6 up in the bottom left-hand corner here. He's got to go after the 5 ball next. I would really let the cue ball travel. Oh man, it looks like he's going to try to stop the ball, which... How good he hit it. Oh, he hit it really good. So he's got a chance to get out here. You got to hit the 3 with some speed to come off of the rail. You don't want to get straight in on the 1. You want to leave yourself a little bit of angle so you can get a good shot on the 5. Yeah, it's a good shot. Now here you just got to stun the cue ball across the table. You shoot the 5 in the same pocket as the 1. You could go forward with it and try to get on the bottom side of the 5, but I think a stun shot would suffice. He luckily stayed on the top side of the 5. Looks like he's going to use top left here, and I would use bottom right here. Oh, ooh, he almost missed it. So he kind of followed through and kind of down a little bit. BJ's got to take his time to make it here. He had a shot with ball in hand in the first game. He should have beaten Jim 3-1 here. He's got to take his time and make this one because it's too close for comfort here. Yeah, he made that one. All right, so BJ gets Jim 3-2, which advances to Jay and myself. So I will have to leave you here. I will update everything here in a second. Let me update Jim's match here. So Jay and I are going to be up next. I did. Let me try this. So I will leave you here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll change the names really quick so everybody knows what the deal is.
That's frustrating.
You and I, kind sir?
Yep. Oh, thanks, dude. So I'll be back in the booth here, folks, after this match is over. So thanks for sticking with us, and we'll see what happens. All right, well, we're back. This next match that we're going to be watching here is Zach Parks, the cue ball, is a one-loss side match. Zach played Jim Doppler early round 1 and lost, and he's taking on Jim Ettinger, who did Jim play first round? Do you remember?
I just
Was it
had
Cody?
up.
Cody Corrigan, maybe?
Hold on, I got it right here. Give me 1 second. Let me get back to Mr. Oh, he played BJ.
Oh, he played BJ. Okay, so one-loss side matchup here, and appreciate everybody sitting here with us.
Elijah's shooting really good.
Yeah, Elijah's 2 rounds deep in the winner's side.
Plays the winner of Cody Corrigan and Frank William.
Yep. So Zach has taken solids. Shooting the 5, and Zach is currently a little unpredictable. Not entirely too sure how to call Zach's game, honestly, because I don't think Zach knows how to call Zach's game right now. Yeah, I mean, you know, that sounds a little disrespectful, but it's just true. He's a very talented ball maker. He can make a lot of shots, but then when it comes down to those last couple balls of playing position, just not sure what to say because I've really got no idea what he's going to do. So
Payouts, you want me to go inside and get some ones?
do I need ones?
You were doing 62.
I've got ones in there. Yeah. So I feel Zach. Yeah, I felt Zach was going to roll up, and I feel like he was trying to get to the 3 in the bottom left corner pocket. He's just rolling too far. He might have lucked out. He might have a chance to actually go after the 1 here. That's what he's looking at right now. So I can shoot the 3 in a corner, top right corner. And fires at it. Just hope he doesn't touch the 13 ball. It's not a bad spot for that ball either. Forces Jim to do some work. Now Jim looks like he's got a pretty good chance of getting out of this rack. He's got a good lead ball with the 10. If he shoots the 10, you might be able to come forward, should be able to come forward and bump the 8 away from the 7. And then he can shoot the 9 ball into the corner or in the side pocket because he's got such a big pocket there.
There should be a collection of people out there that have either an old Beacon Rush or View or her.
Jim's going to go after. No, I think he's going after the 12, isn't he?
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Going after the 9. He missed.
Does 1 go by the...
I don't know if it does or not. That's what I've been staring at. But, I mean, regardless, I don't think he wanted to mess with
Right.
Zach's 7 ball. Which Jim would be twice the player if he was if he'd just start going for the outs instead of thinking. That's my opinion of thinking too much. When you know a shot is correct and you choose to go against it because you're nervous something bad's going to happen, that's thinking too much. Take a deep breath, realize you're about to shoot the right shot, go in there and make the sumbitch. Just do it. Make it. Or play safe. Whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, just do it.
Get her done.
Oh, that's not a good spot for that ball.
The one place on the table he doesn't want to leave it. You trying to do math in your head?
Yeah, counting by 15s isn't my specialty.
Nice shot.
You give me, I can count pretty good up to 12. After it starts to get past that, multiplying like 13 times 7 and things like that, I'm like, So then I just had to do 15 times 15, which I thought was 225, which it is. But I double checked with my hands just in case.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
when I was a kid and doing math, that's what I used to use with my fingers all the time.
This is pretty tough here. The 7 ball's still locked tight. I would shoot the 1 into the 3 here.
I don't want one on, I'd have it on.
But also, too, there is a safe here. You could shoot the 7 into Jim's, what is that, 10, 12?
Yeah.
And then
12.
And then you're going to shoot that ball into the side pocket and keep the cue ball behind the 7. It'll open your 3 and force Jim to kick it a ball. You got to hit the 3, of course. You can't shoot it in there without not hitting the 3.
I don't like that route.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's going to do here. What was the score? Okay. So he can actually shoot this off the rail, high left, and he could have sent the 15 up into the 7.
Right.
So Cordy Corrigan defeated Frank? 3 to nothing?
Really? Really?
Yeah, he said 3 to nothing.
Wow.
Which sets up Cody Corrigan and Elijah McWilliams. So now we've got Titus and Tommy getting ready to play on match number 2 here.
I like the way that works. Titus isn't going to get a text message.
No, Tommy will tell him.
Tommy's sitting right beside him.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're right there.
Yeah. Jim should be out this one.
Yeah, he should be. I think he wanted to go 15 first, but now he's got to go 12. I mean, which is the right out anyway.
Right.
You want to go 12 first, but you want to hit it harder than
I
that.
was going to say, you want it out a little farther than that.
I'd put some left-hand spin now and come to the end rail. He's going to try to spin it with inside, and I don't like that.
And that's why you go left.
Yep. You got to avoid the 8. Don't want to bump into it. Bad idea. Oh, I didn't even think Jim could make that ball. I really didn't. I thought the 7 was straight in his way. But Jim shoots the 8 in the corner, gets out of that rack, so the score is 1 to nothing. Five o'clock. Been playing for 4 hours. We just started the 1-loss side, but
It's
We're-
actually going pretty good.
yeah, what are we to? The final 4 on the final 4 on the
Locked up?
winner side is what locked up. No, Zach's looking.
Oh, okay.
Just lagged. So we're to the final 4 on the winner side.
I like the way it's got the projected times for the games to be played.
Yeah, this is cool. And as the matches have increased. Like it's the times have changed.
Right.
So it's like reading how long each match is taking and adjusting the times to that. Because when Doppler first brought it to me, like he said, like this round he was scheduled to play at like 7 o'clock.
Jeez.
Yeah, but there wasn't enough information in.
Right.
So
It tells you how long each match took.
yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah, it's pretty
Ours
neat.
took 36 minutes.
Yep.
Huh. I like that.
Pretty cool.
This thing is really neat. I really like it.
See, once you're sitting here long enough, it doesn't seem warm. You got the fans blowing. It doesn't seem too bad.
Hey, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Okay.
If we took a collection of it, we could order from Marshall's.
But he doesn't eat that.
Huh?
Remember, one time he was doing something to lose weight. They had that he wanted a cauliflower crust, and they
Yeah.
didn't serve it.
Is he still on that diet?
I don't know.
He's been away for a month, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Jim Stripes. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what he's fully looking at. He's taking a while, and I think he's trying to eye the 5 on the side, but no, he is Stripes. I was right. So the 11 goes. If he can make this shot, he's got a chance to get out of the rack. It's a tight shot. He made it.
He drilled it.
Yeah, he made it. Because the 11 goes past the 4. The problem that's bad though, it's getting on it now,
I think he was trying
because
to
he's
get
got to get on this side in order to make it, or straight in. I don't think he can be on the right side of the, well, Jim's left to be the left side of the 11, but it's the right side of our screen. I don't think it goes from right there. I think he's got to be over there. He might clip the 4 ball first. Oh, this is low right. Is that what he's doing? Yeah.
Did he get there? Can you see it? Wait and see it.
I mean, he can see it. He might be able to make it from there. But now the problem is he's got a wall of balls to get through to get to the 8. A
Oh, you
wall.
still got to get on the, what is that, 12?
Yeah. I mean, the 12 is obtainable though.
Right.
The 8 ball, that's a wall of balls he's got to get through.
And I don't think it goes past the 6.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it goes past the 6. So he's going to have to hit this pretty good and like travel 3 rails and try to come between the 2 and the 3 and get up towards the top
Right.
middle diamond on the top right rail.
Over by where he's seeing it.
Yep.
Pretty much where he's got his hand at.
Yep. Got to hit this one pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, he could hit it. Well, I mean,
Yeah, that was
hit
clearly
a lot.
clearly a good hit. So Zach's got a lot of decisions to make here. I think the 4 to the 5 isn't a bad start. Zach's going to go to the 1 though.
well, you don't want to put that in front of your ball.
Nope, that wasn't a good shot. Good news is we can go back to this tomorrow. I start working with him tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Go back tomorrow and
Bring
Talk-
it up on the TV.
talk a little layouts and things like that. You know, now he's got to try to go get it, when if he would have shot the 4 ball first, wouldn't have had an issue.
No, the pattern was sitting right there.
Yeah.
unforgiving.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, I think somebody just accidentally hit something. So it looks like Zach, though's taking another one of Jim's pockets. So now I don't think the 8-ball goes past the 6.
It only sees the side. Doesn't it?
Yeah, and I don't think it goes past the 7. Doesn't go by the 4, and it doesn't go by the 3. I think the only pocket it might see actually is the left side pocket. I'm not sure if it goes by the 3 and the right side pocket. Jim's looking at that right now. Oh no, he's not. He's getting down on a shot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it goes by there or not.
Excuse me.
This is where you don't want to be either.
Oh,
You're right in the jaws.
unless it
No.
goes by that 6.
He's looking that it goes on the 6, but it goes by the 6. So you can use low left and draw it. You can try to put high right on it and shoot on the left side of the ball to bring you through the 4 ball on the rail. That's what Jim's looking at right now. But that's a touchy shot. If he clips the 4 at all, he's not going to like this shot. With how straight he is, he might put low right on it and try to stun it through the 4 in the rail. Yeah, I think that is what he tried to do.
Yeah.
Now he's got to. Well, I mean, he doesn't have to bank it. He could still take the cut.
Yeah, if it goes.
The 7 ball's blocking the scratch.
Right. Sounds like we missed something on the other table.
Yep, something.
It was tired of shooting.
He scratched, it looks like.
Oh. Or somebody.
Or
else.
Tommy
Maybe
scratched and
Tommy.
Titus has ball in hand. Looks like Jim's going to try and cut this ball. What a shot!
Ooh. Wow.
Jim's ready for state.
Yeah. I believe I have to agree with you on that one.
I'm going to run and go grab my phone just in case Amanda's. All right, guys, so here's the deal. This is unfortunate for you all, but one thing that we have in our booth here is the lack of air conditioning. And it is currently like a crisp 94 degrees outside, and the fan that we had in here just took a crap. So, sorry about the commentary for the rest of the night, but until it cools off, we will not be in here. So, sit tight, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the matches. I'll come in here and I'll update names and things like that, just in case there's someone watching who doesn't know who these people are. And I'll be updating the bracket as well. But as far as talking with y'all go, well, gonna have to wait till next time, I guess, or until we get a new fan in here, whichever one comes first. So, everybody have a good day, and thanks for sitting with us and enjoying the matchup. So, we'll see you later.